This next little bit, we're back to an A for a couple of bars. We need this shape here, which is part of an A. Best way to find it is like an A minor chord, but without the index finger. So it's just the middle finger on the second fret of the D string, ring finger on the second fret of the G string. That's our first little shape. Our next one is like an A minor shape up on the third fret, so your index finger's on the third fret of the second string. A minor shape. Our next one is like an A7th shape on the 5th fret. So our middle finger then goes up to the 5th fret of the D, and our ring finger's on the 5th fret of the B string. We've got the open G in there. So first shape, second shape, third shape. Then we go back to that. This is our chord movement. It's going from there to there to there, back to there. Our right hand's doing something interesting though, in that it's doing a slapping sort of a technique. When you play a drum, you don't hit it like that, you slap so that it keeps ringing. So we're doing a percussive technique here where we go slap with the right hand, we hammer that whole chord down. So that first one, that little part of an A, and we hold it down and we slap it again. Slap, hammer, slap. Takes a little bit of practice. Then we do the same thing on the second chord. So you've got to get used to hammering that whole chord down. So you might sit there practicing like that. Then we do the same thing on the chord on the 5th fret. And again on this one. So together. Twice. Right? Then we, where are we? We go back to so we use our little ending chord, which is our E7th add 9 from Shallow Creek Blues. We play the bass E and the 3 treble strings. You can play the A string here if you like, it fits in context. Then we take that whole chord, we slide everything up 1 fret. So we're doing the same thing that we did with the, our right hand technique's the same as we did with the B7th in Shallow Creek Blues. Thumb, fingers, slide up, thumb, fingers, thumb and fingers together. Then we do 1 bar of that D7 add 9 F sharp bass that we did before. Then we do this little thing with the A, which is fun. Instead of playing, this time instead of playing, we're going to break another rule, instead of playing our A7 this way, which I told you to do before, and most of the time that's the best way to do it, I need you to play it with your index finger on the 2nd fret of the D and your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the B string, because we need this finger free to go across here. And what we're going to do is a little bass run, and it goes like that. Now, not as hard as it looks. So you're going to start the bass E, you're then going to play your index finger on your G string and your middle finger on your B string, just in order like that, just like that. Then we're going to take our ring finger on our left hand, put it across to the 3rd fret of the bass E. Then we're going to play the same thing, but bass E string. Then we're going to lift that one up. We're going to put our index finger from our A7th chord across to the 2nd fret of the bass E. Then we're going to drop it down to the 1st fret. Okay, so then we're going to go to a normal old E chord, or really what it's going to be is an E7th, a very full E7th chord, so it's going to have the little finger down here, but we don't need that there just yet. We're going to, on our right hand, go through the strings one at a time, just like that. So the thumb does the 3 bass strings, E, A, D, index finger on the G, middle finger on the B, ring finger on the treble E. What's different is in the left hand. As we come to each string, it's got to be open first and then hammered on. So you play your bass E, then you play an open A, and hammer on to the second fret, then the D, hammer on, then lift your index finger off there, hammer on to the first fret, then hammer on your little finger on the third fret, then the open E. So if I'll do that right through just slowly. When you join that to your A run, sounds great. And now you've got one whole time through the 12 bars of Sam's Blues.